Hey guys, Guy here from Team Tartarus, and I'm going to be bringing you a video on a new deck discussion that I'd like to do. It's a deck I've been testing out since probably late January, and I've loved every bit of testing. There's just so many different good variants, and if you didn't read by the title, just click the subscriptions like I hope you do. It's on Harpies and their new support. Alright, we'll start off with, obviously, Harpie Channeler. You're going to want, I'll do a deck profile later of my actual build once I've got it perfectly set up. But this is something that's coming out in Lords of the Tachyon Galaxy. And this is what makes them so good and so turbo now. Makes them so explosive. Channeler allows you to discard a Harpie card from your hand. So that includes the field spell, it could be a monster, it could be anything like that, as long as it says Harpie in the name. And lets you special summon one Harpie monster from your deck except for Harpie's brother. Her secondary effect is what gets it and makes this really crazy, because she can either be level 4, or if you use her effect, you can special summon Harpie's pet dragon, and when there's a dragon on your side of the field, she becomes level 7. So you've got basically a first turn Big Eye play, or if you're using Drago Sack that's coming out, you go Harpie Channeler, discard a Harpie card, get pet dragon, overlay, make Big Eye, take their stuff, or make Drago Sack, or number 42 Starship Galaxy Tomahawk when that comes out. So you've got multiple plays, because you can grab the Harpie's pet dragon and make the rank 7. You can grab the Harpie Lady 1 and just make a rank 4. You can grab them just to have extra defenses, because it does special summon them in defense. If you're just you don't want to use her and you want to make a rank 4 anyway, but you want to just get something out of your deck that you know you don't want to use, get your Harpie's pet baby dragon. Their level stays level 4, just her level changes to 7. So especially if you're going up against stuff like Chaos Dragons, take their red MD with your Big Eye by detaching your Harpie's pet dragon, and go ahead and red MD special them back. You know, it's a simple plays and good plays. This is what helps make the deck super turbo. The next card I'm going to be talking about that comes out in Lords of Tachyon Galaxy is Hysteric Sign. And this is just really good. This makes the deck insanely fast and explosive along with Channeler, because here's what it does. It's a continuous spell card, and you activate it, and when it's activated, so even if they MST it, you still get its effect. When it's activated, you get to grab an Elegant Egotist and add it to your hand. Or an Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So you grab your Elegant Egotist and you're set. For those of you who don't know what Elegant Egotist does, this allows you, as long as you control a face-up Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters on the field, you can special summon a Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters from your hand or deck. So that has always been fast. Something about Channeler. While she's on the field and in the graveyard, her name is treated as Harpie Lady, just not in the deck, or in the hand. So, Hysteric Sign's second effect is what makes it so explosive. Not just the fact that you can grab your cards to search and get super fast and super rank 4 bonuses and extra attack and all that. Hysteric Sign's effect says, when it is sent from the field to the graveyard, during the end phase of a turn, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there from the hand or field this turn, add up to 3 Harpie cards with different names from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Hysteric Sign once per turn. This effect. So, you use your Hysteric Sign, then you MST it. You've got your Elegant Egotist already, so you're going to be able to reboot your hand by grabbing any 3 Harpie cards with different names from your deck. So So those two put together make this super explosive. There's a third card that came out as their support, which really, it keeps the deck strong because it gets under bottomless and it gets under everything. And it's got a relatively good effect that makes it faster. But you've got Harpie Dancer, which I haven't figured out how I'm going to incorporate her into my turbo build yet, but I'm trying. Her effect is, once per turn, you can target a face-up wind monster you control, return that target to the hand, and then you can normal summon a wind monster from your hand as an additional normal summon. You can only use the effect of Harpie Dancer once per turn, and while it is in the graveyard or on the field, its name is treated as Harpie Lady. Now, this makes for an FTK. This creates the FTK, because all you need is this card and Divine Wind of Mist Valley, and there's an FTK with these two. It's basically a loop. I'll have a build up on the channel of the FTK. Any of you on Dueling Network that would like to play me, I'll put my account in the description, and I'll let you guys know. And if you see me on, you can go ahead and PM me, and we can play. And I'll show you the FTK, or I'll show you my Harpie build, or any other deck that you wanted to see that I've got on there. I have no problem with that. But she just kind of is there for now. I haven't figured out how I want to incorporate her in, but she's going to be good. The FTK is very, very consistent, because you only need 2 cards, and then if they don't have a random Veiler, if you go first and they don't have a random Veiler, there's absolutely nothing they can do, because there's no way to stop the FTK outside of Veiler. What else makes this deck so good as Harpies is the fact that this one, Harpie Lady 1, the fact that she boosts up the monster's attacks by 300. So you instantly summon her, you've instantly got a 1600 beater on the field. You Elegant Egotist in another one, they're both 19. You get a third one, they're both 22 attack. That just boosts up all your other all the wind monsters on the field. Then you've got the Exceeds that you're going to be running. You're going to be using Lightning Chidoris, or Lightning Plover if you like the Japanese version better, whatever, the OCG. Lightning Chidori is just so good. It came out in Cosmo Blazer, and it's just really good because this deck is able to crank out the rank 4s so easy, and this helps you open up your opponent for direct attacks for the OTKs that you can do with the deck. So you summon a Harpie Lady, and you Elegant Egotist into another Harpie Lady. You overlay them, make Lightning Chidori. When it's Exceed summoned, you're allowed to put one of their face-down cards on their side of the field onto the bottom of their deck. And then you can use his other effect to detach one to send one of their face-up cards on the field to the top of their deck. So you basically control what they're going to be drawing next turn. That just makes it so good. Plus he's a 19 beater, so it's not that bad. The next biggest one that you're going to be using is, of course, Big Eye. You're going to want to be using Big Eyes, because you can crank out the rank 7s like crazy, and Big Eye is just really good. Other new stuff that's coming out to discuss, Harpie's Pet Mirage Dragon. It takes 3 level 4 wind monsters, and his effects are as follows. He's allowed to attack your opponent directly. Harpie monsters that you control cannot be targeted by effects, which includes spells, traps, and monster effects. They can still Dark Hole and things of that nature, but they cannot target it for an attack or by a card effect. So he himself can't be attacked or targeted. You can't Mirror Force him. None of your other Harpies can be attacked. His only drawback is that during each of your end phases you have to detach one. So you got 3 turns with him to keep you safe from targeting stuff and things that attack. On top of that, he's a 2000 beater that can hit your opponent directly. So you've got basically 3 free turns of hitting them for 2000 damage apiece, or more if you've got these on the field. Just makes it so good and just so crazy. You only need 1. You can crank out rank 4s like crazy. Just such a good deck. And something else that's coming out soon, this also for the FTK. Number 42, Starship Galaxy Tomahawk. You make him in the FTK, get your tokens, and continue the FTK. I'll explain it, but he's coming out soon, so he's going to be good. But yeah, basically, just the really good stuff. Hysteric Sign, Harpie Channeler, Harpie Dancer, stuff like that. All that's coming out soon in Lords of the Tachyon Galaxy. I'm pretty sure Harpie Dancer is coming out in Tachyon Galaxy, but I'm not positive. She's a V-Jump promo in Japan. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll go into a lot more detail when I do a deck profile on some of the plays from the decks. I've got the entire Harpie deck built based around using the Hysteric Signs and Channelers. So that's not the problem, just the problem is figuring out when I want to do it. I got to get the FTK deck together. I've got some of the stuff for it, but not a whole lot, so when I put up my trade binder, you guys could go check that out for me and help me out with getting some of the stuff that I need for it. That'd be great. So, thanks for watching, and comment, rate, subscribe. It helps. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.